Our next guest is quite the celebrity in the Bay Area. Fernando Ventura is one half of Fernando and Greg in the Morning on 99.7 Now. Fernando and Greg is the highest rated morning show in the Bay Area, and they were the first openly gay morning show duo in the U.S. Fernando has worked on top 40 stations in major markets. He was also the first morning show host on Energy, a widely loved Bay Area station that has since gone under. Fernando and Greg won the title Best Morning Show Hosts, and if you have ever heard even 5 minutes of the show, you'll know why. So welcome, Fernando.
Welcome. Thank you very much. I'm about to welcome you. Welcome here. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
So, like I said, you guys are celebrities in the Bay Area and the LGBT community. So, how do you think the show has changed the voice in the gay voice in the radio?
I think that the Fernando and Greg show has helped the LGBT community. Well, I'm hoping that maybe many in the community have found a voice through us by listening each and every day. I don't think our show I don't think when we started the show we really had sort of this blueprint like, oh, we're going to be a gay show.
Yeah.
I think it was just sort of one of those things where we're just like, we happen to be gay and this is our point of view. And when we discuss, whether it be celebrities or what's going on around town or gossip or whatever, I mean, it just kind of comes from our point of view, which just happens to be to gay men.
Right.
And I think that is what, not only the LGBT community, but the community at large has responded to, just a different point of view that really wasn't represented before we showed up.
So like you said, you guys have a huge, wide demographic. Like everybody listens to you, not just gay guys, not just women, young kids, older people, So what do you think the show has that kind of makes you so popular with a huge audience?
Well, I think first, because as you mentioned, Energy is where we started. If you're not familiar with Energy, it's Energy 92.7, which was it was a small station.
Right.
It really only covered San Francisco, so we sort of had the luxury of super serving just San Francisco. So if we wanted to be gay all day, well then we were gay all day. It didn't really, it just kind of made sense for that situation. And then when we made the jump to 99.7 Now, we're on a signal, or a radio signal now that's, 10, 15, I don't know the exact number,
right.
But it covers, we went from covering just San Francisco to, San Jose to Santa Rosa, and sometimes, there are people in Tracy and almost Yosemite Park
and
who can hear this radio
all
station.
around the country listen on.
Yeah, online, radio.com,
Yes.
or you can go to the website and listen there at 997now.com. Quick plug. But I think that when we made the jump there, we were mindful of the fact that we were hitting a much wider audience, and it was still going to be our point of view, a decidedly gay point of view, but we were going to make the effort to make sure that it did not come off as uninclusive.
Right.
Anybody can turn it on and feel comfortable and laugh, enjoy the show, and not feel like this is just exclusive just for
right.
gay people and you're not allowed in the club. I think we try to welcome everybody inside to have some fun with us.
So you're kind of the voice of reason on the show. Your co-host Greg is a little difficult at times, right?
You said it, not me.
So how do you kind of deal with...
He'll beat me up. I'm not going to say a word.
How do you kind of deal with his inappropriate attitude?
Greg is, I've said it, from the beginning when he and I started together. I mean, Greg possesses what I don't, and
right.
Greg is a personality that, you either love him to death or maybe you're just not, you don't like him, maybe you hate him. But he's kind of, there's not really an in-between for Greg, and, and again, I mean, he just can incite passion in people and get a rise out of people, including me, many days, and that is his talent. That is the beauty of Greg, and and because I work with him, because I chose to work with him, it's just for me, it's just kind of, that's my job. That's
right.
what I do, and that's what he does, and that's what makes the show successful. Our chemistry, our relationship together. It is what it is. So, there are days that sometimes might be a little tougher than others, but at the same time, the beauty of it too is that we've been friends since 1995. We started the show in 2005, so we pretty much knew what we were getting before we even started.
Yeah.
So it works out. It all works out in the end.
Well, thank you so much Fernando, for joining me. I really appreciate
That's it?
Yes,
That's all?
That's it.
That was 5 minutes?
I know, right? So thank you for tuning in. I'm Martina Butler. You can follow Fernando on Twitter at FernandoV997. You can follow me on Twitter at EmoGirlTalk. And be sure to listen to Fernando and Greg Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. on 99.7 Now.